my beautiful people, welcome in today's vlog. In case you are new here for the first time, you're coming across my video, my name is Maureen Nike and allow me to welcome you officially to my channel. And today I'm going to share with you how being a caregiver here in the US looks like. So I'm going to share with you what we do from the start of the shift towards the end of the shift. So what I'm going to share is basically my personal experience, and it is not related or applied to anywhere or anybody. So this is basically what I do in my facility, and it's purely based on my personal experience. I hope you enjoy. So if you're here and you're wondering what caregiving looks like or what do we do, because at some point I was also having a lot of questions before I became one. So now I work as a med tech, but I normally take the caregiving as needed or as a PRN. So that's why I'm interested in this topic, because it is something that I do as well. So I'm going to share with you what we do when we get to job, how we do the stuff from the start to the end. Remember, each facility is different. They also have different setups. So it is not based on anywhere or any place, and is not the same. So before we start, we have to understand who is a caregiver. So a caregiver is a person that tends to the needs or concerns of a person with short-term or long-term limitations. And this can be due to injury, age, or illness, or disabilities. So for you to be a caregiver, you have to have patience, courage. You have to be somebody with a lot of love. You have to be caffeine, like alert. You have to have, compassion. So it is something that, it's a call as any other calls. So being a caregiver, you have to have these characteristics. Then you'll find that you're gonna enjoy your job. So in my facility, we have 3 shifts that start from 6 to 2 in the morning, and then the second shift will start at 2 to 10 in the 10 in the evening, and then the third shift will run from 10 to 6 again in the morning. So for me, I normally work in the morning shift that run from 6 to 2. So when we go to work, you have to, we make sure that you arrive on time, and then you log in. You can log in on your phones, and also you're going to check your schedule. Also schedule, you can access them on phone. That is the goodness when everything is digitalized. So you have to everything, you can access it from the comfort of your phone. So by the time you're going to work, you know exactly where you are scheduled at. And also, we have different types of setups of where people are giving the cares. We have the home setup, where you give the care to the resident at their comfort of their homes. We also have the hospitals. You can be a carer in the hospital. You can be a caregiver in home cares and assisted living facilities. And for me, I work in assisted living facilities, where we also have the memory care. So when the first thing when you arrive at work, you make sure that you have the iPad, you have the keys, and you have the radio. So the radio will help you to communicate with every person within the facility, every caregivers within the facility. So we communicate using the radio. So you're gonna have your radio on, and then you also have the keys. These keys, you're gonna use them to open the doors of the residents that are unable to open their own doors from the inside. Remember, these residents, some of them are unable to walk by themselves. So this is whereby you're gonna use your keys to open the resident's door. And also you're gonna have the iPad, where you're gonna chat every care that you've given and every concern that you're having. You're gonna put them in your in the iPad. So in the iPad, you're gonna open, and that's where you're gonna access the resident. You're gonna log in with your informations, and then that's where you're gonna get the care plan for every resident in their on their what is stated on their profile. So that's what we use for chatting. So when you're scheduled in the, let's say you're scheduled in the memory care, or your schedule in assisted living facility, you'll go and start doing rounds for your people. So the care plan that you're having is gonna lead you, you're gonna guide you, you're gonna know who is having shower in the morning, who will have shower in the afternoon, who is not having shower today. So you'll start with the people that are easy, you know, they are residents that are morning people, and they are ones that don't want to be walking very early in the morning. So you'll know your residents, and you'll start according to their preference. Remember, these residents are very respected people in the society. They are retired, and you know, some of them are still they're still reasoning so clearly. So you have to have a lot of respect when handling them. And also you'll start going around, and you start, for example, if you have a resident A, let's say Mrs. Maureen, so you'll start with Miss Maureen. You'll go and wake Miss Maureen up. You're gonna greet them, talk to them, ask them how their night was, if they have any pain, is they have any concerns, before you start giving the care. So when we are starting doing this, you're opening the blinds, they start waking up, and then by that time you're gathering the equipment or the supplies for the bathing. So you take them to the bathroom, and then that's where you undress them, and then you adjust the water, and then you shower them. Remember, these facilities is for both genders, male and female. It's all mixed up. So all of them are your residents. So you're gonna start by bathing them, and then also we encourage a lot of independence. So by this, you help them also care for themselves. You encourage this a lot. So some of these residents, they'll need like minimal assistance. Some of them, if you're lucky, you also get some that you just need to stand by, and you just be there for their safety. You don't need to do anything for them, just to watch their safety, and that's it. And some of them will need minimal assistance, some of them will need like total assistance, like the ones in the memory care. So after you've done showering, you'll help them dress up, and then you get them ready for breakfast. Remember, the breakfast starts at 7 to 9. So you want to make sure that all your residents, maybe that day you have like 6 or 7 residents. So you'll have to make sure that all your residents are ready by that time, so that they go for breakfast early. The ones that are going also for the appointments are ready by that time. So maybe when they are in the dining area and you didn't finish up making their rooms, that is the time you'll go and make their bed. Remember, you have to make sure that residents' rooms are, you know, their beds are well made. Of course, in my facility, we are not doing the laundry, or we are not doing the housekeeping jobs, but we are responsible to make sure that their rooms looks good. By that time, even there, you know, some of these residents, they get guests in their rooms because this is their homes, and they pay a lot of money for them to be in those facilities. So you find that like every in the residents' rooms, they have everything. They have fridge, they have TV, you know, self-contained bathroom, living room. They have, you know, like it's a home. That is their home. So you have to make sure that residents are home, it's well organized and taken. And then after, you make sure that everything is on time, because time really runs so fast in the morning, and you have to make sure that they are not running late. And the ones that are able to take themselves to the dining area, you remind them it's time for breakfast. So after that, your resident will be ready, and you already made their bed. So you will be with them at the dining area. Remember, when you reach at the dining area, it is not your responsibility as a caregiver to give to serve them food. This is for dietitians, or the people at the kitchen will serve them. And then in my facility, you just leave them there, not unless they are unable. You are in the memory care, which is a different facility on the first floor. So when you're working the memory care that day, there we serve them food. The dietitian will just bring the food, and then it's for us, the CNAs of the day, that will set the food for the residents. And the ones that are also unable to feed themselves, we're gonna help them feed at that time. So mealtime is the best time to even make stories with your residents. And also it is even residents will have time to socialize with other residents. So mealtime have to be very interesting. And also after meal, after breakfast, the resident will be ready to the next activity. They will go for the activity of the day, that is in the morning. So you're gonna take them to the activity centers. So remember, these facilities, it's very huge. They are big. They have restaurants, they have bistros, they have the theater rooms, like many different places for different activities. So after breakfast, we'll take them. The ones that are going for appointment will be taken for appointments. The ones that are going for activities, they'll go for their activities. And when you're working at the memory care that day, you'll also have to participate on activities with them. You'll help them do these activities, because these are the ones that need like a total assistant. The ones that are also having like the mental challenge. So you'll help them when you're in the memory care. So remember, after giving every resident care, you will go and chat on your pad. When you're working as a caregiver, you have to chat. Every single thing you've done for the resident, you have to put it down. This one is going to help you to cover yourself and also to share the concerns with the nurse. Because remember, when you put the notes, even the nurse or the management are able to check the notes. So you have to chat. Every thing you've done for the resident, you have to put it down. And any concern that you've seen, that you've monitored, you also have to put it down. And if you have any concern, like in my case, we work closely with the nurse. So if you have any concern, you will report it to the nurse immediately. So that is it when you're giving the care. And remember, when you're in the health facility, if you haven't chat anything, remember, if you didn't chat any care, that care was not, it's considered like it was not given. So in my facility, you have to chat a lot. And also after breakfast, they'll go for activities. After activities, it will be almost lunchtime, because lunchtime runs from 11 to 1. So you'll make sure that the ones that are going to be changed, this is the time that you need to change them. You have to change them. The ones that need to be reminded to go to the washroom, a bathroom, that's the time you'll take them to the bathroom. You just have to monitor that they are clean before they go to the lunch or before they go to the dining area. So this is the time we're going to change their incontinence briefs, and you're going to make sure that they are clean. You have to groom them. You have to make them look so nice. Like some of the residents, you have to make their hair. You have to apply the lipstick. You have to do the makeup for them. When they turn out there, they look so presentable. They look so cute. And you also have to tell them how cute they are, because they look so cute. And you're going to feel nice if the resident that you assigned for looks presentable. These are people that, they are well respected in the society. These are the people that are so wealthy. It's not cheap to be in the facility. It is very expensive. So you have to make sure that you take care of your residents. So after lunch, it's time for the afternoon activities. So we have the residents that want to go back to their rooms, that wants to go and nap. You'll take them back, you wheel them. And they also ones that want to go play bingo. You'll make sure that you take them to the bingo. There are ones that just want to go and, sunbask outside there. That's the time you're going to take them. So the time runs so quickly. So you have to make sure that you're managing your time so well. And also, we also have this radio to communicate. In case the resident needs assistance, they will just press the call button that they are having, and then If you are busy, you're gonna talk to your coworker who is not busy to handle for you that case. That's how, you know, teamwork comes in. And when you work where you have teamwork, work becomes so easy. And that is one thing I've really encouraged or I've seen. Teamwork makes the work flow easy. And also, after lunch, you have to make sure that they are all clean. You have to make sure that the residents are ready and, you know, they're dry and clean, and the next person that is coming in for the second shift will find them in good state. So after that time, you'll find that time goes so fast. And also we also have lunch breaks that is like about 30 minutes. And the goodness that if you can carry your own food at my workplace, or if you don't carry your food, you can place your order at the restaurant. We have the choices that you can have. We have the chef special, we have turkey burger served with french fries, like you know, the list is here. So you just mark what you have. We also being provided with the meals. So when they're doing activities, or maybe they're eating, that's the time you can go for your lunch, and you just let the other caregivers, you just communicate on the radio that you're breaking for lunch, and everybody knows that it's your time for lunch. So in case you have a call light, and anybody co-worker will handle that without any problem. So that's how our day goes. And when it's your time to leave, like when it's time like 2, when my time for breaking it's 2, the system that I'm having, that is the one that I'm using for chatting, will automatically go off, ready for the next person to log in. So when I didn't do anything, when I didn't chat before that time, I'm not gonna chat, because the system is gonna shut off. So you have to make sure that every care, you chat. That one is gonna protect you, and is gonna protect the resident, and everybody that want to check the notes will refer to the system. So that is basically what we do at my workplace. About the pay is different from one employee to another. Why am I saying this? Because we have some of the CNAs that are employed directly with the facility. We have CNAs that are employed via the agent. So these factors differ from, you know, salary differ from one person to another. We also have the ones that have stayed for long, like work experience matters a lot. You cannot compare the salary of the person who have just started with the person who have been there like 5 years, 10 years. Like, the salary is not standard. So this is the agreement, how you agreed the day of your employment. That is what entails in terms of salary. And also remember, the caregiving salary also differ from state to state. So that is something that is being affected with many factors. So that is exactly what we do. I hope you get idea of what it entails to be a caregiver. Remember, facilities different with different setups. So what is in my facility might not be in another facilities. So that's why I'm giving you my personal experience. I hope you get something. I hope you learn something. So in case you are interested in this field, it is a very good field, and by the time you're gonna go home at the end of your shift, you're gonna feel so nice. You're gonna feel like, you know, you've done your part, you've done your best, you've touched a life. So that's the thing that is gonna make you, keep on going. If you are that person that likes touching people's lives, this is a career that it's gonna suit you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button to let you know anytime I get a chance to upload a video. You will be the first one to be notified. So without wasting a lot of time, it's a long video, and I've tried to cut it short. So I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.